checkpoints to go through, okay?
Yeah.
I know we've mentioned the grip before, but still going to keep checking. I think there's a checkpoint for you. We don't want to be seeing that part of the grip at the top, so that's just the stub part at the top of the butt of the club.
Yeah.
If that's visible, your left hand's not far enough over. And that's going to encourage the club to then come back, aiming a little bit to the right. And the only way that club can then get square is your hands going back this way, which adds loft. And if they don't, they might sort of scoop underneath a little bit, and it's that weak high one to the right. So getting that there, we want to try and get that nice straight line. This one where you sort of exaggerated here, I think where's you go back there, that is a little bit too exaggerated, excuse me, at address, but not as much as it potentially could be. I mean, you felt like you probably ever is somewhere when you're miles behind the golf ball, okay? We want to be behind the ball. We want this shoulder tilt there. We want that line down there. So it's a nice extension there you see from the club, hands through your shoulder, very, very nicely, okay? So that's good. Grip there we can see. If I put a line through the shaft there, your left wrist now is on that. If I go into this one, that's kind of your left wrist there. So there's the difference in those sort of hands there. There's more hand over that side, okay? And that is your natural. If you're going to go and hit something hard, you'd come in this way, yeah? You wouldn't have your palm turned around this way, okay? If you were going to hammer something into a bit of, I don't know, into a tree with an axle, you'd be there. Can you go in this way? That's where you get the power from, yeah? We need to set up in that way so we can control the face, okay? Once that face is controlled, and the bag here, as I say, this impact bag there, is there for feedback, not for you to go, I must miss the bag and just shove your arms out that way. We want to make swings that feel kind of normal towards target, and you get feedback from the bag. If we do come across and hit the bag, then it's no good, okay? But that movement there was good. Swing-wise now to the top of the back swing. We're turning back there. We're getting a bit longer. I mean, we're getting that club above your head now. It's progress. In time, I think, as we get comfortable, that'll get to there, which again, in turn, will give us a little bit more energy. As we come back to the ball now, the key for you is to get that club and the hands back. There's impact. We're not far away from there. I mean, ideally speaking, we'd be a little, exactly. I mean, you had the hands on the backside of your right leg before, you sort of whoops and scooping it. So you're now hitting that 7-iron maybe with a 9.5 iron loft. So not bad. It comes off a little bit higher than you want to. That would be the launch angle you had there. If we can get it down a little bit, you'll gain 5-10 yards. Kind of. That was 112 yards, that one, okay? And then through to, you said you lost balance on this one, okay? This was the one that was good. If you watch this follow through now, I wouldn't say that was a swing that a little bit towards the end there, but not too bad, buddy, okay? So get that left hand there, keep watching that, and I think the biggest thing, as I say, is address, and I'll sort of try and say this again to keep reminding us, we want the hand of the club to be slightly forward, not you moving your chest and everything forward and then, that goes too far, and then moving the ball this way, okay? The ball is going to be just left. My centre of my chest is going to be fairly middle-ish and neutral. We're just pushing the hands. This movement here now with the wrist and the arms is pushing the hand of the club forward, and it will in turn help you hold it more this way. If you put the golf club way over to the left, if I have the golf club now set up way over here, way out to the left there like that, you'd have to hold, you couldn't hold it that way. You'd have to, I mean, if I did this here now and held the club, there's no way you could see any part of that grip at all. No. Okay, if I put it back here, that now hurts, so I'll tend to go this way. Oh, you're grip now, you see. So by having that shaft a little bit more on that blue line lean, you will encourage yourself holding it more in that left hand slightly stronger, okay? So just be mindful of that. Because when you did the practice swings, when you were doing some really good movements, you were coming back into impact, Cole, and you were coming back here really nice. But the club face is there, not there, exactly, yeah. Okay, buddy? Hit some shots there, mate, by yourself. I'll sit back and stop in a bit, yeah? We'll give some time to do some practice, all right? But that makes sense then, yeah? So keep sort of rehearsing that movement.
I'm here next week,
okay.
and away next Friday.